Good morning, everybody, and this is your S&P 500 day trade setups for today. So we kind of just meandered to the upside. We did pull back first at the start, and then a bit of an engulfing bar, and then we basically got into this zone, which, as I said yesterday, is a key area. We need to get through there for us to even start considering that we're going to continue to the upside. Oscillators are grouped to the upside at the moment, in between the moving averages. Nothing here that's really screaming buy, and more leaning towards this could be the top of a range, or alternatively, depending on what results come out, we are looking at a fairly interesting should I say channel slash there's so you'll see there the channel that we're in at the moment. Could be a flag as well, but I think I'm leaning more towards the fact that it could be a top of a range. So I'd want to see a pullback. I'd want to see still the same as yesterday, basically looking for a pullback into this zone and looking for a continuation. We start dropping below the lows of, well, not the lows, but the swing low of last week. That would validate this channel break to the downside. So right now, possibly inverse head and shoulders. We're coming up to a neckline. Here's the left shoulder, here's the head, here's the right shoulder. But these oscillators do concern me. So if you look at it on the 3 hour, again, grouped to the upside. And every time we've grouped to the upside, look what's happened over the past couple of weeks. So from a moving average perspective, we have crossed over. We are pointing up fairly sharply. So I would still say, we're looking for an opportunity to buy, but this little flag that's forming inside the channel just leads me to believe we need to pull back and find structure lower down, and this is the zone I'm looking at. So just onto the hour, this is where we should be looking to buy. We did get a pin bar here on this previous pullback. There it is there. So and there's my confirmation bar. You can see there's an opportunity there. But as the market opened, you can see how we pulled back and then the buyers stepped back in. This little hanging man scenario here does bug me as well. So I'm not confident that we have enough structure for us to continue to the upside, to be honest. Possibly one more push up to 38.28, which is what we looked at yesterday. And I would expect some kind of rejection from there to the downside. But since the trend is up on the hour, we are looking to buy. But all these tails here, it really concerns me. How this pullback happened here. And just get back to 15-minute, you'll see what I mean. So we had this session here, inside bar, engulfing bar, double bottom, oscillators group to the downside, above the moving average, or above the 155 at least, off structure, inside a zone, and you can see fairly decent moves to the upside. But when the market opened, big up, big down, and then we continued to the upside. So buyers came back in here to find some structure. What they did look for is basically that swing low there. You can see there's a swing high there, and there's some tails there. So that's kind of what they were looking for. Got back to that one, and off we went. And I suppose it does make sense because this level we broke through here pretty strongly, never came back to test it. So that's basically what happened. Anyway, we've got some big results coming out today. We've got Google coming out today, or Alphabet. So that's after the market, so we'll have to wait and see what happens there. But I'm still of the opinion we need to be buying, and we'd need to be looking at pullbacks onto structure. Now we've got this pullback here, but we formed a flag. So again, I would expect another pullback back into this zone. A little bit of diversions here as well. You can see there's oscillators are high and oscillators ever so slightly higher, lower here with the crossover at the moment. So I suspect this is just going to roll back a little bit, and we do have a little bit of structure right here. So this is kind of what I'd be aiming for. If we can hold 37.67, then I'd be looking for an opportunity to buy, and unfortunately you're probably going to get taken out at 3800 or even 3828. If we continue to 3828 this morning, I don't think I'd want to be taking that ride. I'd wait for that pullback. This flag here is looking a little bit worrying. So there's the underside of the flag, and there's the upper side of the flag, and you can see the chaos in between here. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 touches in the flag, fairly solid flag. Obviously that's a bearish flag, which again targets this zone here. Okay, so that's kind of my view at the moment. Wait for price action. You're looking for a pullback. It could be cap in here, 37.64, so you could get structure off here, worth buying on the break of the target, of the price action, and then a stop below that price action, or alternatively back in this zone here at 37.25 or 37.40. So pull back into here would give you another opportunity to buy. If we start dropping below Friday's lows, which is down here at 36.34, then watch out below, I think, and you're going to sort of come and test the lows of the channel, which is going to be at 3,500. So that's kind of my view at the moment. A little bit reluctant to get in long just yet. One thing I do want to highlight though is just on the daily, you can see there's still room to go on the daily, although we are still in a downward trend. If you look to the left, lots of structure here, so it's going to take a huge catalyst to drive us through this area. And then if you look at the weekly, we've got the 155 EMA just ahead of us here, around this 38.28 area. So yeah, I think it's going to take a little bit of effort for us to actually get moving. And at the moment, we've got a little crossover here brewing as well, which is all pointing towards pullback. But in all honesty, I think this is just a short-term rally before we're looking to test the lows again. So watch out. Don't jump in and don't assume that the longs are here to stay at the moment. I think you may get a little bit more to the upside, but I'm leaning towards us actually starting to form a top sooner than later, and probably later this week. So whatever you trade, you're looking to keep your stops really tight and take profit at every target. Okay, anyway, that's it for me. Hope it helps, and we'll catch up with you tomorrow morning. Cheers for now.